Let me show you the best camera tips and tricks I found on Samsung Galaxy A05. So first of all, we can open our camera. Then you can find different modes by scrolling to the more, and you can use something like a Pro mode, which allows you to customize a settings for your camera capture. You can also change to panorama and other stuff. So adjust the mode that you'll be using to the photography you want to take, and you'll be good with that. Then we can move to our photo mode, and we can change between 12 megapixels and 15 megapixels. Make sure to use 15 megapixels for a best quality. And to identify that we're in 15 megapixels mode, you can see that there's no zoom, and you're using 15 megapixels. So if you go for 12, you can zoom in. If you go for 50, you can't. And now we can move to the gear icon to adjust our settings. So first of all, actually, let's disable 15 megapixels as it doesn't allow you to customize a different settings. The first one is Scene Optimizer, and honestly, for most of the cases, I would disable this function as I don't like applying filters to my photos. So let's just leave it off. You can try to take a few photos with or without this mode and see which one you like the best. We can scan the documents with this device, which is pretty nice. If you enable it, just lift your phone and try to scan a document, which works great as I've already tested it. Then we can scan QR codes. That is kind of obvious. You can take a QR code and just scan it with your camera. And next is a swipe shutter button to take a burst shot or create a GIF. So this is kind of unique function, and you can choose whichever one you like. If you want to make GIFs, then you can go with the latter option. If you want to go for a burst shot, you can go with that. So let's test the burst shot, but there's low light, so I can't actually test that. I'm gonna test that at the end. And now next one is a watermark. You can add and customize your watermark for each photo. You can change the name for the watermark. You can include the date as well as the time, and also adjust the font, change the alignment where you want to place it, and also you can put it on top or the bottom. There's a preview right here if you're interested. Then there's the high efficiency pictures. Save space by capturing photo mode pictures in high efficiency image format, HEIF. Some apps and websites don't support HEIF pictures. So in most of the cases, I would honestly disable that, as it mentions some of the websites, or if you want to publish your photos anywhere, you might have a hard time. So disable that function if you like. Next is selfie. Save selfies as previewed. Save selfies as they appear in the preview without flipping them. That is nothing interesting, honestly. Then we have a grid lines. We can add the grid line to make a perfectly stable photos. And I think there should be also the nope, there's not. Okay, never mind. I thought there was a leveler here, but we don't have it. There's also location tags, shooting methods. If we go for that, we can change on how we can capture our photos. So there's press volume buttons to take a picture or record video. We can use zoom use our volume buttons to zoom, or control the system volume like we normally do with volume buttons. So we can choose whichever one you like. Then there's the floating shutter button. Add an extra shutter button you can move anywhere on the screen. I'm going to show you that in a second. And there's also show palm. And that would be everything here that is worth mentioning. And now let me show you all of the options that we've changed. So we have our shutter button that is floating right here. We can also take a palm photo like this. So you just need to show a palm to your camera, and then it will capture a photo. So is that everything? There's also HDR, but it seems we can't manage it. So HDR is forced on auto mode, and that is everything worth mentioning, and the tips I would give you for the camera on Samsung Galaxy A05.